if you ever try to start a crowdfunding campaign, the first day that you go live with your campaign, you get hit by people who want to sell you something. These are people trying to sell professional services to you. In other words, they say, boy, I don't know, your campaign's going to make it. You better hire us for thousands and thousands of dollars for us to make sure that you use social media right, and we get you out there and you're going to make $1 zillion because we help someone else make $1 zillion, and if you don't use this, you're going to die. I mean, that's how you sell professional services. And actually, these people who do that, when their businesses get bigger, they have to charge more. I mean, that's what I saw so much when I started a consulting business in Washington, D.C. 30, 40 years ago. I started with just me, a phone, and my desk, and that was it. And you could get me for next to nothing because I had a low overhead. It was just me. And I gave you good service because it was just me. You got the boss on every job. Then I got this big company downtown on K Street, 30, 40 people, and you're getting some kid that I just hired out of graduating from college or something, and I charge it 10 times of what I used to charge just me because I could get it, because of supply and demand, and they were getting a lousier product, So that's why you be careful. And so you get sucked into these kinds of things, these kinds of experts, because you don't know better. You don't know your options. You're afraid of the unknown, and you say, boy, if I throw money at a problem, it's going to solve all my worries and fears. I mean, if you have a lot of money, who's to judge? But if you don't, why do it? Why waste money on something you don't? And what's the downside of if you don't hire them? Because another thing is, I think you have to learn your own business. You go out and hire somebody, an expert, to hire, to learn your business and how to make sales and how to use social media. Man, that's like hiring a professional army. Man, if the people that are fighting for your country, are going to live in it, you're going to fight a lot harder than if you're just doing it for money. And it's the same thing. Everyone's guessing in social media how that really works, and it'll work different for all of us. So that's why the important thing is so that you learn it your way, so you could take that knowledge and build on it to grow whatever you have to a better, level. And otherwise, you're giving money to somebody else to grow, and they take the knowledge and use it somewhere else. And see, I think by going into the ditches yourself, you'll get more out of it because you know your product better than anybody else, than when you hire them. And they'll have their little ways that they think that works and things like that, and they'll try to shove it down there, and it may or may not work. And see, if you're doing that, you'll see an opportunity that will make sense in your mind because you sleep about your project, you think about it 24 hours a day, and you're always looking for options and everything. So if you're getting all that new information and processing it yourself, you'll be able to see opportunities. You'll be able to see those success factors that the other person doesn't know your business well enough would not be able to see like you would. Plus, you could get that knowledge and you leverage it the next time. But there are places, I think, that you can test for things for very low price, and that's what the next business is talking about. Here's something you really want to do spend some money on market, do it as cheap as possible. Go out and spend thousands of dollars. See what there's any value there and spend as little money as possible so that you learn about this before. And this is what this interview is about. So there's people out there, very reasonable, they're in their bedroom with the phone and a computer and a desk nowadays, to give you service at the best possible price. Their same services that this guy does will charge you 10 times more, and so look at the small ones first. So you start learning cheaply, because otherwise it's easy to get sucked in and spend thousands and thousands of dollars, and who knows what you're going to get. If you have money, good for you. If you don't, it's not a good investment. Watch. Well, Alexandra Landa, but more importantly, you're helping people figure out how the social media works to get your project successful using the internet. And you started socialtaggers.com, which really helps the average small business is trying to figure out how to use all this, social media nonsense to get sales, because the old ways don't work anymore, right? And we got to use this new media, and we don't have to hire some hotshot PR firm anymore that charge you thousands or tens of thousands. when you do it almost for next to nothing. How do you do it? How do you do it so well for so little money?
We really focus on the customer needs, and we created our processes and methodologies that are scalable and repeatable. And we don't, Matthew, we don't have to run a very large and expensive office on Madison Avenue, so we
Ah.
pass all the expenses that we save back to you and to our customers.
Well, no, I mean, I had a consulting business when I started, and right, the bigger I got my consulting business and the bigger offices, I just was giving, less quality, tell you the truth, for higher prices. I was almost embarrassed, but I got away with it. But now there's no reason to do that anymore because we can find people like you who really know the stuff. And for just like for as little as $200, I mean, you will create a press release, right? So whether I'm doing crowdfunding or will you do it for non-crowdfunding too, like just any kind of project? If I'm trying to get, a little notice about my new little website or blog or something like that.
That's correct, Matthew. As long as you have something to announce,
Uh-huh.
there's a worthy of a press release, be it a crowdfunding campaign or a new product announcement, we're happy to help you. We
Wow.
have several copywriters and writers on our staff in different, and they focus on different industries specifically. So they're eager and ready to help you, as well as our distribution channel that is similar to those that PR Newswire and PR Web are working with.
So in other words, the PR Newswire and PR Web, and these are people who've been around for a while, and they'll do press releases, but they charge like 2 to 3 times what you're charging, and it's not really a whole lot of customization they're offering. I mean, it sounds like the same thing as you have in the first level, but yours is probably more detailed than them.
What we focus on is we focus on our relationships that we
Uh-huh.
built with specific news outlets, national and local and international. And they could be in the area of your interest. For example, if you're a tech product, there's at least 20 tech blogs that we work with.
I
If you are
see.
in the food business, there's at least 20 food business blogs that we work with. And so there's a bigger chance that they will actually publish your story if your story meets their needs.
Ah, I see. Well, I mean, to me, it's sort of, I mean, it's a gamble no matter what you do in life, and what I worry is that people get sucked in because they don't know the system. Somebody charging a lot of money could get a hold of them and get a fraction of the results, and maybe somebody charge a little money like you can give them, and they at least have a chance to learn how the system operates. But more so, you were saying before we went on the air that you say there's no magic to what you do. I mean, you're just doing the ditch digging, right, for people so they save time in doing it, right? I mean, the entrepreneur can do it themselves, so they want to dig all the ditches, right?
Exactly, exactly. And we do provide results in addition to the digging the ditches as well. So that because we are very sure that the results will be provided,
Hmm.
our prices are guaranteed, which means that if for some reason
Oh,
we don't deliver on time or results are not those that we specified in our agreement with you, you're gonna
hmm.
get your money back, right?
I
So
see.
you
Wow.
really have nothing to lose. And then in terms of the results, we really focus on that because this is the most important thing.
Yeah.
It's critical. You do get the report that shows you press release publication and press release distribution. It shows you all the outlets that actually published your story and picked it up.
I see.
And as well as at the end of your crowdfunding campaign with us, promotional campaign, you do get the comprehensive report that shows you all of the fan groups and their leaders sharing your story and promoting your posts for you. So
Wow.
you actually get results, and you can see them, and you can actually physically touch them because you do get.
So I could go on the internet and see, hey, where my story was written up because you're going to show me who wrote up my story. Huh?
Exactly.
Right.
Absolutely correct.
And that's if nobody writes it up, doesn't matter. What's going on. Well, and you have levels too. It sounds like. I mean, you have if you want to use your services for like 2 or 3 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever versus just a 1 week. But it seems like just the ability to have someone around it, at least to start a basic press release, or to understand the system about using social media, to market your product. I mean, for the uninitiated, it sounds like, for $200, it's a wonderful place just to get some feedback to see if there's anything there for you at all.
Right, definitely. In fact, if you are interested in just having a press release created and distributed, we would be happy to do it for you. All right, but the way we look at it is that, look, you could spend your money with PR Web or PR Newswire, which will charge you, between 5 to 10 times more than we do, right? And or you can get, or you could start it from $200, which is our starting package price, and you get the press release creation, distribution, and then you also get 1 week of free service that is focused on social media promotion. So how can we go wrong with that?
So in other words, you have the basic press release and distribution, then you have the social media focus, that's the extra week or something. So if someone just wanted the press release, you don't have a price for that yet, but you can work something out with somebody, right? If they just wanted that part.
Yes.
So it would be less than the $200, but they wouldn't get that week of you banging on the heads of everybody, right?
That's correct, yes.
Oh, you never know. Well, it's wonderful. I mean, I think, somebody who's a busy entrepreneur, like most of us are, you are and I am, there's certain, you can't do everything, Everything can be done, but as an entrepreneur, you like doing everything. But at times, you don't have the time to do everything. So that's why you want to get value for money, and that's the important thing, I guess, with you guys.
That's precisely correct, Matthew. It's the way we look at things in general, because we are entrepreneurs just like you and everybody else that we work with, is that budgets are scarce, right?
Yeah.
We really need to deliver on the value, and guaranteeing services is important because that keeps us really sharp and focused on making sure that we deliver that value to you, right?
You bet. Well, okay, so to find out, and you got a lot of free information on your site too. I can learn a lot about crowdfunding and also marketing on the internet. And we go to socialtaggers.com, right?
That's right.
Well, thank you, Alexander. It's wonderful to talk to you, and thanks for being there and helping people at a reasonable price. That's the important thing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me, Matthew.
You bet.